This is a Steve X male listener. This is a request from this beautiful person. It is much better quality than my Eddie X male listener. Hopefully I'm going to be redoing that with you being actually able to hear me in a real script, but that's probably not going to be for a while. Anyway, I really hope you do enjoy and to follow this person because this is an adorable and amazing idea. I think we should have more Steve. You and Steve have been friends for years. You gained a crush on him in senior year. When I say crush, I mean crush. You were head over heels, even going as far as to convince him to let you move in with him. Little did you know he liked you too, and soon after, everything in season 3 happened. Steve confessed and you two started dating. It has been a year since you and Steve started dating. You walk into the movie store where your boyfriend and his best friend worked. Not seeing anyone at the counter, you chose to look around, seeing if they had anything new. You heard the door open, poking your head out from where you were to see Tommy and his friends. Immediately, you hid. You were close to Tommy throughout high school, but he didn't seem to take it well after finding out you were gay. Almost no one knew, but Tommy you thought you could trust. You couldn't. So what turned into a little secret between friends became a little secret between the whole damn school. Some people, like Jonathan and Nancy, were super supportive and helped you through the horrible bullying and homophobic comments, but many weren't as supportive, making you an outcast pretty fast. You stopped caring after high school, though. You let out a sigh, trying to contain yourself. Sure, you let go, but you knew if Tommy saw you, he would make you feel like shit. No, dingus, that's not what that means. Robin and Steve walked out from the back, Robin walking up to the counter and getting what the guys wanted as Steve stared daggers into Tommy. He never forgave him for what he did to you. Tommy looked at Steve, giving him a smirk. "Where's your little boyfriend? Never seen you two apart," Tommy said in a condescending tone, making Steve's jaw clench. "Back off, Tommy." You were praying that Steve didn't lash out and lose his damn job that Robin worked her ass off to get him. You sighed, grabbing the movie you were looking at and walking out, ignoring Tommy and his friends. "Listen up, I didn't know you were here." You placed the movie down and leant your elbows on the desk. "Just stopping by to see my boy." You had never called him that in your life, but you had to make it uncomfortable. The few things you learnt about Tommy is 1, he doesn't do well under pressure, and 2, he hates couples being sappy. You wink at Steve, trying to make him get the hint, but of course, your adorable boyfriend doesn't. That didn't stop you going head on, sitting on the counter and playing with Steve's hair as Robin was trying to hurry with running them up while trying her damn hardest not to laugh because Steve was a blushing mess. You looked over at Tommy, who looked beyond uncomfortable. "Really doing that gay shit in public?" One of the guys Tommy was with said, walking closer to you and Steve. "Shut it." Steve's grip tightened as he grabbed your hand, and you got off the table. Tommy's friend just smirked, walking closer as Steve opened the little up and down hatch, walking past the counter. You immediately ran in front of Steve, smiling at the guy, trying to defuse the situation. "Let's just calm down. How about we all just get your movies and you go?" Before you could finish, you were cut off. A sting of pain went through your cheek as your head started to throb, and you heard a gasp from Robin, followed by an assortment of laughter. You looked and noticed you were on the ground, on your hands and knees. Steve was next to you, looking worried. Pulling your hand up to your face, then putting it down, you saw blood. You had a bloody nose. Great. Robin ran over to you with bandages and water. Pushing Robin away, you smiled and pointed at the counter. Both of them understood, Steve standing up next to you, holding your arm, helping you up. The guys started to laugh, all except Tommy. You little... Robin grabbed Steve's arm firmly as you sat down on the counter. You meant the chair behind the counter, but this can work too. Alright, since you assaulted another customer, I have to ask you to leave. Now. Robin glared at the boys who just continued laughing. Robin looked at you. Steve noticed and walked in front of you, blocking you from his sight. The guys made a fuss, saying they weren't leaving until they get their movies, one of which was in the back, ironically. Robin walked up to you and Steve, whispering about how she'll be right back. Steve just stood there, looking like he was having a standoff with the guy that had hit you. The guy walked forward. Have you got some sort of problem with how I take out the trash? Depends on what the fuck you're referring to as trash. The guy looked at you. Well, your little boyfriend is one case. In that moment, something in Steve seemed to snap as he punched the guy right in the face, making him tumble back. Another one rushed Steve, punching him, making him fall, then getting a quick kick in before you had enough and grabbed him by his shirt, making him face you. What you gonna do, kiss me? You smiled before grabbing his head and kneeing him in the dick, and then dropping him. I may be gay, but don't forget who the fuck I am. You cracked your knuckles before Robin came running out, slamming the movies into Tommy's chest, pointing to the door. They helped the second guy up and left. You ran over to Steve, helping him sit up as he just looked at you, his eyes wide. I forgot how badass you are. You laughed, grabbing the bandages off of Robin as she put the close sign on the door so no one would walk in. And I forget that you can't fight for shit, babe. You said, smirking. Steve hit your arm. Oh, asshole. You both laugh as Robin just looked, before walking away into the back. I'll leave you two alone. This is gross. At least I have someone. Ouch! You rolled your eyes as they finished screaming across the store and looked at Steve, who was already looking at you. I'm sorry. This caught you off guard. I didn't mean to hit him. You shouldn't have to protect me. You smiled, letting him continue. I got angry. Listen, I know I'm a mess and can't fight and semi-useless, and I'm sorry, but... Huh? You hit his arm hard. Ow! What? You laughed before kissing his forehead. You're not useless. And you can fight. You defeated a Russian god, for fuck's sake. You're amazing, and I wouldn't change you for the damn world, Harrington. Steve smiled gently, looking at you with pure happiness and love. I love you, Steve said, making your eyes widen and you freeze. After a year, you and Steve had never said those 3 words. They were always scary to the both of you, but you never expected Steve to say it first. Oh, shit, sorry, I didn't mean, well, no, I did, but... Oh, shit, you may not be ready. I'm not... Wait, no. Fuck, that's a lie. It's just... Steve mumbled on. I love you too. You said, grabbing Steve's face. What? Steve Harrington. I love you too. Steve's face lit up as he grabbed you, wrapping you into a hug and kissing you. Who knew the first time you said those words was because of Tommy?